Tonight, pulling off the masks and diving into Halloween 3 Season of the Witch.
That's right, guys. From 1982, the black sheep of the Halloween franchise that dared to ditch Michael Myers for something far stranger.
All right, let's go ahead and roll this intro.
Let's do it.
You don't really know much about Halloween. Halloween, the barriers will be down between the real and the unreal. And the dead might be looking in. The last great one took place 3,000 years ago when the hills ran red.
Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
It's almost time, kids. The clock is ticking. Be in front of your TV sets for the Horror-thon. And remember the big giveaway at 9. Don't miss it. And don't forget to wear your masks. The clock is ticking. It's almost time.
Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
Welcome back, guys. I'm Jordan from the Movie Den.
And I'm GC from Face the Movies.
And tonight we're back with another Halloween special. We're talking about one of the boldest and most misunderstood sequels ever made, Halloween 3 Season of the Witch.
Yep. And joining us tonight is Tim from the Dread Broadcast and also the Average Reviews. And together we're unraveling the mystery of the killer masks, the creepy jingles, and the corporate witchcraft. What's up, Tim?
Hey, thank you for having me. That intro was killer, by the way. That was awesome. Giving every child who happens to catch it nightmares.
Yeah, give all the praise to GC. He's been killing it with these intros, man. I'm telling you. I told him, I said, dude, you need to look into like being an editor or something. That's some of the stuff you're doing is incredible.
Dude, I appreciate you guys, man.
I mean, but honestly, go back and
no, go ahead.
I said, if I could go back and change my degree, video editing is what I would choose. But yeah.
Dude, it's so much fun, man. It's so much fun, especially like, I don't know, especially when you're talking about something you enjoy and you love, it makes it a lot easier. Like for yesterday's intro, Jordan gave me the inspiration. He was like, this is what I'm thinking. We have Loomis's speech in here. And then from there, I was just like, dude, that's the vision. Let's make it happen. And we did it together, man. We crushed it.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. But let's go ahead and we'll go through the chat. Sue's here, and then we'll kick things off. There goes my my lovely street as always. Dude, every time, man.
I love the sound of the ambulance though, because it's very Halloweenish. Yeah. With every Halloween movie, there's an ambulance. There's victims from Michael Myers. So
I guess it fits, right?
Yeah. Dude, free sound effects.
There you go. Let's see here. Who is here? What's going on, Alexander?
Alexander, thank you for joining us again.
And look who else is here.
Oh, Steven. What's
going
up,
on,
brother?
Steven? Thanks for stopping by again. We love seeing you, man. And we have Mr. PP himself.
PP Dangler, what's up, brother?
I love the Silver Shamrock song. Watching H2O tonight, dude. Well, you guys did something H2O, didn't you, GC? Just recently?
Yeah. So just earlier today, around 5:00, my buddy Lee from Cinema Whiplash, we recorded the H2O episode, which I should be releasing it. Normally they come out Friday, but I'm gonna be releasing it tomorrow. So people just keep an eye out on my channel. I'm gonna have the video up, or if you want to listen to it, just look up Friday Night Fright Night on Spotify or YouTube. But dude, it was a ton of fun. So if you love H2O, there it is.
Yeah, man. Let's see here. I have a confession to make. I've never seen Halloween Season of the Witch. I mean,
ooh.
I'll be honest. that doesn't surprise me when I hear that from people. It's a very common thing that people think, and it's understandable. No Michael Myers, and it's kind of the redhead stepchild of the franchise.
Dude,
So,
it really is, man. I mean, and Alexander, even though you're watching this tonight and stuff, and you're probably gonna get some spoilers, most likely, guaranteed. But still check it out because it's a ton of fun. Just go into it with different eyes, and you're gonna have fun with it. It's really good.
Let's see here. The edit for the Halloween movies the other day was crazy good. Yep, that's GC right there, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Hopefully, we get a post from Alexander soon.
Check that out. Love the intro. I felt like I was in some MK Ultra psyop. Maybe you were.
That's what I wanted. The death scenes where it's like you're being hypnotized and then you're starting to kind of being fed that stuff. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to do.
What you should have done is like subliminally pop up like messages,
Yeah,
video. That'd have been cool.
Have our pictures just pop up randomly, like really fast.
Yeah, right. And we have Keith. What's up, dude?
Dude,
thank you.
He actually just put one out, an H2O podcast. I think it was yesterday.
Yeah,
and that was a lot of fun. I watched it today. It was a lot of fun.
And then let's see here. I recently purchased Season of the Witch, so it will be the first time watch from me. Watch The Exorcist, Bring Her Back for the first time today. So you watch The Exorcist. Okay, very cool. I love Bring Her Back. That one, not a lot of people talked about it, but it was really great.
What a double feature.
Yeah, seriously, it's that's a lot of dread in a single night.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and kick this off, guys. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Well, let's start with Tim. Do you remember the first time you saw this movie?
Yeah, because it wasn't that long ago.
See what I mean?
It was one that I was like, it's no Michael Myers. I'm not going to watch it, and stayed away from it till like 2 or 3 years ago, and that was the first time I watched it. And I was actually like, hey, this is not a bad movie at all. And knowing more about the franchise and that it was originally intended to be kind of this what is an anthology series of films, and Michael wasn't supposed to be in every single one of them. Part of me is like, that's a cool idea. I like that. Mm-hmm. And in that respect, I really enjoy Season of the Witch. It's a great little Halloween film. I saw recently on social media going around the idea that if it had been titled anything else other than Halloween, if it had just been Season of the Witch, it would be a Halloween staple. It would be a classic. And it's that Halloween 3 that is the curse on it.
Yeah. The nail in the coffin.
Now, I've said the same thing, and I think GC and I talked about it, and you guys will see this episode that I'm going to be referencing Friday. But I did say, that's the thing with Halloween. That's the thing with Halloween 3. People were so hyped because they got so used to Michael Myers with Halloween 2 and Halloween 1 and 2 that that's part of the commercial failure that was Halloween 3, unfortunately. And it is unfortunate because that feels just as Halloween, maybe even more so than the other Halloweens. Or it's like up there with like Trick or Treat level Halloween to me.
And it has the theme too. In the movie, it has the Halloween theme, a little twist to it. But the route they should have gone would have been Halloween Presents Season of the Witch, like something cool. Like that.
Yeah. Because I do like that idea of the anthology. It is a really cool concept, and I hope someone does something.
Yes,
someone needs to do something with that.
I completely agree.
That would be a great, like if they were to reboot the franchise somehow, without Michael, I think that would be a good way to go. Have like the anthology, like finally pick up where they left off and all that.
Or even like you said, do a Halloween Presents,
Yeah.
Yep. Even take a break after Halloween Ends left a bad taste in many people's mouths. Not everybody. Some people quite enjoyed the film, but take a break and do some of these Halloween Presents anthology standalone films that are very Halloween vibes and atmosphere. I'd show up for those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Adult level goosebumps. Give it to me.
Dude, this movie, it doesn't have Michael Myers. It doesn't have babysitters, but it has androids, black magic, Celtic magic. Stonehenge. It has some weird Halloween thing going on. Like it's a ton of fun, ton of potential.
Creepiest TV commercial
Oh
ever.
yeah.
Yep.
Plus cameos.
And your hero who's he makes some questionable choices in his life.
Yeah.
Not a very good guy you want to follow. GC, what about you? When was the first
Dude,
time you saw this movie? Do you remember?
I remember watching this on TV as a kid, and I remember at that time I had already seen like the first Halloween and part of the second one because they were playing it everywhere. They had the TV friendly versions, but I remember this movie coming up, and I remember thinking to myself, "Oh man, another Halloween movie." Sat there through the whole thing. I'm like, at the end credits, I'm like, "Where's Michael Myers?" And I remember as a kid, I was livid. And I never again, every Halloween when they played it on TV, I was furious. I was like, I am not watching that crap. Up until recently when we talked about this Halloween series. And let me tell you, dude, like rewatching it, especially on 4K with a new set of eyes, and they still got me because I still kind of forgot that Michael wasn't in there. And halfway through, I'm like, this is why I was so angry when this came up. And finished it. And I just thought to myself, you know what? This is kind of like what it was for Weapons for me, where everybody was saying scariest movie of the year. You watch it and you're like, huh, okay, maybe it's maybe they market it a little differently. But with this, it was just an incredible film, as long as you go into it knowing that it's not a Michael Myers type movie. But dude, rewatching it, and it was totally different experience from pure rage to being like, wow, okay, that was cool.
Yeah. GC, so real quick, you're choppy a little bit, so I don't know if it's your internet's starting to lag, but at least on my end, you were starting to sound getting a little choppy.
Tim, was it the same for you?
It was. I just thought it was my internet.
Yeah. But all Frank's in the house. What's up, buddy? Almost 400 subs. GC, congratulations, man. You're almost there.
Frank.
How close are you right now?
Oh, dude. Let me see here, because last time I looked, I was like at 390. Yeah, 390. So I'm like 10 away from there, man.
All right.
Just
so guys, if you're watching, you don't follow GC, go follow him. Dude puts out some amazing content, and the Dread podcast. Go follow both of them.
Dude, thank you, brother.
Yeah,
I appreciate the support,
thank you.
man.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, for me, I remember the first time seeing it, I was little. My dad, he had the VHSs, I know, of Halloween 1 and 2, and I watched those. I mean, those were almost one movie in my mind, just kind of, I mean, how they're written, but also I just watched them both all the time. And as I got a little older, he decided I'm going to buy all the DVDs. So we went up all the DVDs, and I was so cool. So I was like, I'm going to rewatch them. So Halloween 1, Halloween 2. And I remember looking at the case of Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. And I looked at it, and of course, you got that shot from the movie. I think it was like Arizona, of all the kids trick-or-treating, walking, when they had the big montage. I saw that, and I was like, what in the world? Okay, well, whatever. Because all the other ones, they have Michael on the cover.
Yeah.
So I popped it in, and I didn't even make it through the movie. I was like, this is stupid. Why am I? No. So I took it out, put it back away, put on Halloween 4. And it was kind of like you guys. It was a few years, not too long ago, that I decided, let's go ahead and remix. I've heard there seemed to be a cultural shift in the horror community on Halloween 3. You can watch it. Everyone started to kind of come around to it. And I don't know if there was a video that got put out like, hey, this movie isn't as bad as people are making it out to be. And then I kind of watched it again in that mindset, and I was like, dude, this is actually a really good movie. And a lot of times when I watch it, I forget I'm watching a Halloween movie. Like in my mind, this isn't. Yeah. I forget about it. It feels like its own movie.
Up until they play the jingle, like the little ding 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 ding, but they do like this. They call it a pumpkin version, but it's like a faster paced version of the Michael Myers theme. In this one,
I forgot what they called it. I was literally just listening to the soundtrack the other day.
And they have the first Halloween movie playing on the TV twice in this one.
I love that. I love that little cameo.
Chariot of the Pumpkins. Chariot of Pumpkins.
That's what it is. Yeah.
That little I Sorry, I put it in my notes. I love the meta insert of a commercial for the original Halloween film and how the narrator says the immortal classic in this. I just thought that was nice. Nice little touch.
Very
That's
Twilight
cool.
Zone.
Yeah. Well, then somewhere I forgot where it is, but Jamie Lee Curtis does a kind of a cameo, I think, in it where she has a voiceover in a certain spot.
Oh, dude, I didn't see. Now I got to rewatch it. Like now I
Mhm.
have to sit there and look for it.
Do you know, Tim? Do you know where it's at?
I don't. I was
I-
about to Google it though.
Yeah,
but if
yeah.
you're
Google
gonna
that because
tell us,
I've heard that and I've always tried to listen for it, but I've heard so many people say that. Anyways, so if you find that, you gotta let us know.
Just aggressively typing and breathing.
Yeah. So
sorry, it's my cold.
No, I'm just messing
you're
with
good. So I kind of want to talk about the controversy real quick on this
Yeah.
movie. The decision.
Okay. Oh,
Go ahead.
she's the automated voice on the phone when Callus is trying to make a call.
What?
She's also the voice on the intercom at the Silver Shamrock factory.
Oh, okay. That's a
Yeah,
deep
that's
cut
cool.
right there.
I was trying to figure out where she could have even done voiceover work, and then it's like, oh, she was on the phone. That makes sense.
The only place where there is voiceover.
Yeah, exactly.
So the decision to make a Halloween movie without Michael Myers. I mean, what are you guys' thoughts on that initially? Like, I know now we have the context of, well, yeah, I mean, it was an anthology. It was,
Yeah.
it was their idea of an anthology, but at the time, I mean, what do you think about that decision? How do you think that affected people viewing the franchise?
You want to take this one, Tim, first?
Sure. I mean, I think it killed this movie. And I wasn't alive then. I don't know what kind of marketing was done to portray the fact that Halloween was meant to be an anthology series after the first one, and then following it up with a direct sequel to the first one.
Mhm.
I can see why the general population is like, all right, the third one should be Michael Myers as well. So I don't know where the advertising failed to convey that this is an anthology series. I mean, I'm trying to think of like in modern day films, like we have Smile 1, Smile 2, and then it'd be like Smile 3 taking a completely different story, and not telling us that, hey, we were meaning to do this the whole time. So I don't know. I think it definitely impacted the initial release. And I think, like you said, recently people are going back after we've grown up and we appreciate a lot more the horror genre has to offer us. And we're going back and we're seeing the film and going, hey, it's actually a good film, even if we're missing Michael Myers. It's not a slasher, but it's a great little horror film.
Yeah, I think that was the big issue was I think it was marketed wrong, titled wrong. If they would have called it Season of the Witch, just that, I think that would have went over with fans a lot better.
John Carpenter Presents, that would have stamped the pass for a lot of people. They'd be there.
Yeah.
Even watching the commercial earlier, like when I was making the video and stuff, you don't see Michael Myers in there. Like it's not like, and I take this this term from the movie The Interview with James Franco when they call it honey dicking, but it's not like they were honey dicking the audience in there. I mean, yeah, they put Halloween 3 in there, which that's kind of messed up.
Mhm.
But like I don't know, whoever was marketing this, it's true, like Tim said. Like, I mean, to make a sequel to the first one with Michael Myers, to end it the way it does. And then, I mean, I know obviously they show the explosion and him being burned alive and stuff, but then to just call Halloween 3 and not explain, or again, say Halloween Presents. And then from there, because I mean, the trailer, again, they didn't tease anybody in the trailer, like leading them wrong, but with the title itself, and they knew. I mean, we found out last night on the live stream with with Nick that he was saying that they got burned pretty bad by calling it Halloween and stuff. And
I think if they would have done this, if they would have made this decision right after Halloween and went right into Season of the Witch and not do Halloween 2, I think this
Yes.
would have done a lot better. It's just people got accustomed to Michael, and you know, it's and the part and the hard part is, you know, I know John Carpenter was contractually obligated to come back and kind of do some stuff on Halloween 2, even though he didn't want to. So it was kind of an all just a cluster, you know, mess in that.
It's hard, man, because like when you create such a iconic figure so quickly, like we have Friday 13th, right, where Jason's not really Jason until what, the third one, more or less, and like the first one's not even Jason, it's a mom.
Yeah.
But with this, it's like Michael on the first one, he makes a great impression with audiences. The music, everything's creative, and then part two, he ramps up the kills, so people are like, "Holy shit! Like Michael's awesome. I want more." And then when this one comes out and then there's no Michael, it's like, damn, you know, you shot yourselves on the foot, because you know, you should have not made such a good villain for an anthology, because now people want more from him.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean, look at how many years between Halloween 1, 2, and 3, that short of gap that you've got those films, and how long they had to wait to put out 4.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a big recovery process there.
People were scared, man. They were like, are we gonna get honey dicked again, and we're gonna show up to 4 and it's like some pumpkin patch situation or something?
Yeah. You know, what is unfortunate though is I think Tommy Lee Wallace, that guy, because he was a production designer on Halloween 1.
Yeah.
He was supposed to direct Halloween 2, and he didn't feel comfortable. He didn't want to do it. He did do some work on it. I knew he was unhappy with the script and stuff. And he decided, okay, I'm going to do Halloween 3, and look where that got him. I mean, that's got to hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
To feel like that's kind of on your shoulders in a way.
Oh, I can't imagine. It'd be devastating, feeling like a failure, honestly.
Yeah.
To get that kind of reception.
All that, the ridicule, even till this day, some people are still bitter about it. But let me ask you guys this: do you think that now that we're older, the reason we're revisiting this and we're not as upset, it's because we know it was meant to be an anthology and we weren't really being deceived, compared to back then where people thought that we were generally being deceived and we got tricked for our money type situation?
I think so. Going in knowing, I think it definitely helps. It lessens the blow, at least, definitely.
Yeah.
You're able to see it as the film as it is, rather than as a connection to Michael. You know, now we're able to see like this is its own thing. Enjoy it as its own thing. Don't try and connect it. Yeah, they'll make nods and references because it's in the franchise. That's about as far as it goes.
Well, dude, let me ask you guys this about this movie, because one thing I noticed rewatching it was that the theme, you know, we talked about it last night, how the Blum trilogy, it deals with obviously with grief, mob mentality, all that dark stuff, trauma. But with this one, it takes a different turn in the Halloween franchise. Again, we know that it's not Michael Myers Incorporated, but there is still killings, there's still crazy stuff going on. So with this one, it takes more of that, which Steven put it eloquently earlier, like this MK Ultra, almost kind of like big corporation, consumption, government.
Consumerism.
Yeah.
This movie reminds me of The Stuff, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially
It
the
does.
hotel scene with Tom Atkins. The hotel stuff, I'm like, that's the stuff right there.
Yeah.
The stuff.
Well,
Literally.
and then John Carpenter would go to do it again in what's that? What's the movie? I'm looking at it right now. What is it? They Live.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
You know, kind of
Consumerism.
not consumerism, but also
Mind control.
subliminal messaging. It's, you know, he always has something to say.
So good.
That's a double feature right there. Watching Halloween 3 and then watching They Live.
Yeah.
Like perfect combination.
Mhm.
See, I was thinking perfect double features, Halloween 3 and The Stuff. I can't help myself.
there we
I
go.
just like watch these two together. I do have to say the director, Tommy Lee Wallace, did come back and he made a decent name for himself. He directed the It TV miniseries.
Mm-hmm. I remember hearing that.
So
Yep.
yeah, so I mean, he didn't let this keep him down, which is something I love to see. He came back. He did Fright Night Part 2, and then the It TV miniseries as well. So I'm glad to see he didn't let this crush his spirits, and he got back to doing some good stuff.
Yeah, man.
And
It's
the
important. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Did you know who the original director attached to this was?
I have the book. Was it, well, I don't know if he was, I don't remember if he was director, but I know Nigel Neal had his hand in a lot of the story writing, the old British crime writer.
He wrote the original.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wrote the original script. Yep. And then Joe Dante was the original director. And I don't know how briefly he was attached to it. All the notes say is he was, but that kind of, I can't imagine how Joe Dante's career might have been different if he had done this film.
Oh yeah.
Like, we wouldn't have gotten Gremlins the way we did.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this film has such a rocky history. It's crazy. You were talking about consumerism, and that's what I want to, about the whole, it's a not complete 180, but it definitely takes an off ramp from that slasher of,
Yeah.
less Halloween 1 is not as slashery, but Halloween 2, it really gets into that slasher genre. And then this has like sci-fi, witchcraft. I've seen it called corporate horror. I mean, you can call it, there's so many names for that stuff. What do you like about this film that separates it from that slasher genre? Because me, like Cochran, he just seems so maniacal, so evil, to the point where he's like killing millions of kids across, America, just to bring back a Celtic rutile. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that is wild to me.
Dude, I mean, that guy is sorry guys, I'm stuttering today. Ruthless. I mean, and again, guys, this is spoiler territory, so just in case, because we're just talking a little bit beforehand. But so with this, there's a specific scene where there's a family that are invited to the factory, and they're in this room, and the little boy puts on this mask. And just for anybody that hasn't seen this film, I know Alexander, you haven't, just to give you a little bit of context with this. So there's this company where they create these specific masks, and they have a chip in them. And with this chip, they're able to do this whole kind of messed up mind control situation where they activate them while the kids are sitting in front of the TV watching that commercial that was in this trailer. And when that happens, all this crazy shit starts happening, and pretty much the mask kills whoever's wearing it. So in this scene, they have this little boy sitting in front of the TV. The husband and wife are sitting on the couch. The commercial comes on, and this mask starts killing him. And that's where you saw one of the clips in that trailer where the roaches and the snakes start coming out of his head. And that, dude, how maniacal do you have to be where literally a few feet away in another room, you do that to a kid in front of his parents? You're killing a child in front of his parents, and then you kill them afterwards. And it was just, dude, that guy was a monster.
That's a case study.
Dude, it really is. But it's incredible the fact that this movie uses Stonehenge, like real life stuff, but also stuff that's scarier in real life. Like obviously mind control. These are all things we've had to worry about in the past with government stuff and everything compared to just Michael Myers. So you could say this is even scarier because it's like very tangible.
Well, and that's kind of where I see it, right? It's got a lot of the 1950s sci-fi touches to it and touches on the time. Yeah. And that just brings me Nigel Neal. He had his hand in this. That's part of what I think the reason you got the film you got is that sci-fi horror 1950s type of influence in this movie. And it's almost a Twilight Zone type of film too, or with the whole town being completely like sucked into this Silver Shamrock factory. It's the centerpiece of the town, right? It's controlling everything, everybody in the town. Just it's like when Cochrane tells him, "Oh, we're taking him to our facility, to the factory. You know, we got a medical wing here that's like the best in the area." Like,
Yep.
and then what? You know what I mean?
Dude, or the fact that that point where he notices there's cameras everywhere, and that bum or the homeless guy that wanted some booze, where
Yeah.
he's telling him, he's like, there's cameras and stuff. It felt very how it is now. Like, I mean, during
Oh, yeah.
that time, there
It's
wasn't
Big Brother's
cameras.
watching.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it is now. It's almost like they were predicting like the future, which it's even scarier and eerier now watching this movie because how with the times it is.
Well, this was 1983, correct?
I believe. Let me
Yeah.
see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I know it came out like a year or
80s.
two after Halloween 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, I was just thinking like the irony of 1984 by George Orwell and the watching everything they do and making sure they stay in line. And this was 1983 that this is released. I was just anecdotally noting that.
You know, what's funny, Tim, is I was watching this. I rewatched this after we did our Sunday Night Live, and you guys were all talking about spiders. And I was watching, I was like, I don't know, man, snakes. There's something about snakes, and when that snake comes out of that kid's head,
Oh,
and the
chills.
snakes keep getting bigger.
I know.
Yeah.
And then being imagine being the father, your son's gone, your wife's over there dead, and now you also have to deal with snakes and spiders and bugs, and you get bit in the leg by a rattlesnake or whatever it was. I mean, that's
Nope.
what a way to go, man.
You know what I mean?
It
See,
doesn't get worse.
I was watching it and thinking about like what was with movies that when people decompose, insects just come out of them. Like that's not where insects come from. So I was just watching it going, where did we get this idea? I think it's just because it's gross and it freaks people out. And they're like, yeah, put crickets in that mask. Hundreds of crickets. The one cricket that crawls out of that lady's burst up mouth and crawls up her face. That scene to me was worse than the rest of this film. I don't know what it is about just that weird looking bug and her horrible looking wound. That scene got me. I was like, oh, this is nasty. This is nasty stuff. Her chipped up teeth, gross.
Yeah. It reminded me of have you guys seen Fulci's Zombie, the way his zombies are in that movie? Have you seen it, GC?
No, dude, I'm not yet. I've been on the list.
They're very just earthy, gross, nasty, these pirate zombie looking things that come out of the ground with bugs and stuff coming out of their face. It's very reminiscent of that.
Well, you sold me. So
okay. Oh, you hadn't seen it either, Tim?
No, I haven't. I need to see it.
Oh, dude, it's got a zombie fighting a shark. I mean, it checks every box.
Dude,
right.
Jaws versus a freaking zombie. Are you kidding me?
Dude, yeah, exactly.
And they're zombie pirates? Was that?
I mean, they're not they're on this island and they're these like ancient like pirates, Aztec type thing that they come up and it's
sign me up for zombie pirates, man. I'm all about that.
Not to sidetrack too much, but Fulci, just when you watch this film, don't expect a linear story. That Fulci was not that. This movie, it's an Italian film, and he is all about visuals, shock and awe, and it's not going to really make sense. But it's one of those. Look, just buckle up and just enjoy the ride because it's pretty crazy.
I'm in.
That's how this one is too. You know, to segue to this movie. I mean, it's like that too, where you go in and you're just like, what the hell is happening? You just keep waiting for certain things to happen, and it keeps throwing like the curveballs in this movie with the droids and with and then again with I don't know where Stonehenge. You're like Stonehenge, and you're like, what the hell keeps happening here? What
about the final twist?
Oh, I was just about to bring that up. Yes.
Well, okay. I should say which final twist are we thinking of here? I'm thinking of his female companion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where, you know, was she always a robot?
Uh-huh. Exactly.
Or when they took her, did they kill her and create a robot just like her?
That is, I was watching it this time going, when did that happen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because it makes sense when they took her, they very well could, we don't know, they could have created another robot and, you know, created her to use her to go after him.
But
Yeah.
dude, that was fast, man. Like they created another perfect, like exact robot within 24
Hey,
hours.
These Celtic witch businessmen are really quick on this thing. Okay, don't underestimate their powers.
And they
So-
never show her body.
No,
Mm-mm.
they made a mold of her body
Yeah.
in that time and everything.
Yeah.
But that's why it raises the question if she was always an android. Like, and I always forget that twist. I mean, I've seen the movie like 3 times because it's fairly recent for me. But I want to go back and rewatch it and see if there are little clues throughout.
Mhm.
Like, does she reveal herself? I mean, I think it's pretty revealing the way she throws herself at him, like instantly.
Mhm.
So that could be one hint that she's out, like sent to target him, because she is like instantly in love with this man that is more than twice her age. So that's just a little suspicious.
I always thought that, but he was a doctor. So I mean, that's the
He's
thing
a
too.
married
Yeah.
with a
That
kid.
makes it all right. There you go.
Yep.
Married,
Yeah.
has 2 kids, and is also kind of has a secret, I think, relationship with the other doctor at the
Yeah,
hospital.
Yep.
No, he was single. Like he was actually divorced because they
Was
had
it?
that arrangement where he would pick up the kids every so often and stuff. But because he even says that at
That's
one point.
right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
Okay.
remember, he calls to tell her, go, you know, check on the kids, basically, and she's
That's right.
ripping him up one side and down the other. You're not a good father. You're, you know, of course you
Yeah.
would leave. And where are you? I'm not telling you. So
See, I'm not judging him as hard anymore, but I am, like, he's 47 and she's 23. So
Yeah, no, it was I mean, but again, he's a doctor, and that I feel like that kind of changes everything. And then she was like, you know what? He's older, but this guy's got it figured out.
I chose to go into graphic design.
We messed up, man. We messed up.
Wrong career choice.
So either she was gold digging or she was sent out to get him. One of the two has to be true.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think she was an android the whole time.
But what do you guys,
I just made that now. That's my decision right now as we're talking. I'll
But why do
rewatch
you-
it.
why do you guys think that they would have sent her to get him in particular? Like, what was so special about him that they would have wanted?
Well, now you're getting into theories.
Yeah, because that's what I was trying to think of. Like, if she was, like if she was an android, maybe like unless she was there for something else and happened to run into him when he was at, like there or something. But yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting.
Maybe
Because he wasn't super important before that.
Well,
Yeah.
hear me out. Maybe, and it's just the thought, they wanted him because he is a doctor and they wanted him to help them with these studies on these kids.
Oh,
But that does technically fall apart because if that's the case, they wanted him even though the next 8 days they were going to commit their mass genocide anyway. So I don't know.
Well,
yeah. That
Then-
was pretty crazy.
maybe I gotta take it back. Maybe I think they converted her into an android instantly because there's no real reason to send an android after Tom Atkins.
It's just fun to think about.
Yeah, it is one of those questions watching the movie. Like when she reveals that in the car, I do go, oh, when
Mhm.
did this happen?
Yeah.
It's a nice little twist.
Yep. Let's see. I love that idea. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. From it resembling They Live to being a Halloween movie to is she a robot or not a robot? I love this. That's hilarious. Well, you need to watch it. I think you'll like it.
Yeah, it's fun, Alexander.
I finally watched Halloween 3 about 2 weeks ago, and that twist was shocking. Yes. Yeah, it was.
Yep.
Tim, you had said another twist. What were you referencing there?
I guess it's not really a twist. I love the ending, the final sequence of this movie. The last couple shots when he is on that phone calling, and it is he is asking channel, take it down, and the kid just keeps flipping the channel.
Mhm.
And then you don't know if they got to it in time. You don't know if they got to it, but it implies they probably didn't.
Yeah, it was one I want to know is I'm curious about his kids. You know, did his kids
Mhm.
make it? You don't know. But also, I was watching and I was like, dude, just go turn the TV off. You're literally right there. You could save this girl.
Unplug
Just
it.
unplug the TV. That's all you had to do.
Yeah.
And at least you would have saved one.
You take care of that room right there. You're safe.
Yeah, exactly.
But I like that little moment gives me the whole Orson Welles War of the Worlds thing from I think the 30s.
Mhm.
That mass panic.
Yeah.
He's calling in, they don't believe him, but like the TV is literally killing people in the next 30 seconds if they don't stop this.
Yeah.
And that just takes me back to that little radio broadcast that sent the US into a tizzy. So I just like that little moment. I think it's one of the best parts of the film, in all honesty, because it just shows the scope of what he was up against. He thinks like he may have taken out the guys at the facility, but their plan is already in motion.
Mhm.
Those masks are already sold. The kids are already wearing them. They're pretty sweet masks. They look good. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I can see why the kids were buying them. They're good Halloween masks.
Yeah. Yeah. You were talking about mass panic in the world and just everything going crazy. It just made me think I hadn't finished it, but I was watching The Life of Chuck. Had never seen it. And I made it all the way up to I had to go to bed, but part 2, right when basically it's revealed that it's in his head in a weird way. But that's as far as I gotten. But so don't say anything. But
You're
anyways,
you're liking it
dude,
so far?
dude, I was like the whole time just
Yes.
dumbfounded. Just it was beautiful. It was just
I'm so scared to watch it.
Do it. Pull the band-aid.
I
man.
will. I
The
definitely
theory
will.
that there's a scene, and I know we're sidetracked, but the theory, and I forget the actor's name, Ed, I can never say his name. Edwithal, I'm saying it completely wrong, but he's
The teacher?
He's the main, the teacher.
Yeah.
When he's talking to his ex-wife on the phone,
Oh,
and she's like, where it's the end. Sorry, I don't want to spoil anything, but he's like, well, ever since we've been alive, it's always been the end. And he's like, let's break it down by a day. And I was like, oh my gosh. And it just makes you feel that big.
Dude, it was so poetic. It was so beautiful the way he explains it. It's scary and comforting at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But Tim, I'm telling you, and plus a good cry is going to clear out everything going on there, man.
Clear out all my nasal passages. Yeah, definitely.
Get some, like, do you like pho? Like Vietnamese pho?
Oh,
I haven't had a good one, so
Okay.
I can't
Find a
say
good
for sure.
one. Watch that. Get a good cry. You'll be cleared up by tomorrow. Guaranteed.
That's a good plan. I definitely.
Yes.
I mean, my wife and I love Mike Flanagan. I don't think has anybody been better at adapting Stephen King stories. I don't think so.
No.
I don't. So I definitely plan on seeing it. He's a master. So.
Mm-hmm.
I just got to prepare myself for that. A good cry situation.
Yeah. So we talked about Tom Atkins, Dr. Dan Chalice. This there's this horny older guy. He's going through a midlife crisis, and he's trying to get it where he can. You got to respect a little bit.
She throws herself at him.
They all do.
It wasn't even like he tried.
He's a good-looking dude.
He didn't swoon her whatsoever. She was like, "What do you mean, get another hotel room? I'm right here."
Yeah.
He's like,
nope. He
All
tried
right,
to. Yeah, he tried to be an upstanding gentleman. He's like, "I can get another room," and she's like, "Why?"
Dude, that's what worked. He was a gentleman, and he was a doctor, a good-looking dude.
and that is why she had a plan. She ulterior motives. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I agree with Tim on that one.
I'm gonna convert him into this Celtic witchcraft because he's too like she want to take away his innocence, just like they try to take away Jamie Lee Curtis's innocence in Halloween.
She's the witch the whole time.
Imagine. No, dude,
Yeah.
it's crazy the turn that this movie takes. Like that broad scale horror, all these crazy turns, like freaking droids, which is crazy as hell to me. It's like, what the hell is happening here? Because I was
Who
wondering.
bleed gravy.
The what?
It looks like
Bleed gravy.
they
Yeah,
bleed
yeah.
gravy. It's brown gravy coming out of them.
And then they behave like Michael Myers. Like you, especially in the beginning, the way they act. I kept thinking to myself, I was like, was Michael Myers a robot at like this whole time?
Was he
Yeah.
a Silver Shamrock?
Dude, he was the original, the first one, and he
was.
backfired or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
His programming was off slightly.
Yeah, because when you think about it, his
Aw.
behavior, he can't die, just like in this movie. It's like, huh? You know, he has the
was
mask.
a prototype.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, they tried to connect it. I know we talked with Nick last night, and I didn't know about this ending, but there was an ending of Halloween Ends where the mask it does the last reveal, and it's got the Silver Shamrock badge on the inside of Michael's mask, and that was going to be the ending shot of the movie.
That would have been.
That
My brain would have just been.
That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome.
Right? It would have just.
Yeah.
There was that, and the other one was it was going to end where you were all of a sudden in the Silver Shamrock mask factory, and on the conveyor belt are thousands of Michael Myers masks being produced, and just going through the assembly line of Michael Myers masks. And that was another ending they had talked about.
You know the redemption that would have done for this movie?
Yeah.
Like people would have rioted. They would have freaking like in a good way. Like they would have been like, "Are you kidding me right now?"
Let's get this into production quick.
Oh, see, that's a way to restart the franchise, right?
There
Not
we
restart
go.
it, but
Tie
continue
it. Yeah.
Tie it together.
Tie it all together.
And then
Take
do a
that
trilogy.
That redheaded stepchild, as we referred to it earlier, and make it part of the family.
And we have 3 masks here. They could do a trilogy with each one, like a different story with each one or something.
Yeah, what if they like each like the pumpkin, the witch, the jack-o'-lantern, the witch, and the skull and the skeleton, they each have a reasoning why they're those characters, and so they each get their own little story. Like a Halloween presents the jack-o'-lantern. You know what? I mean, they'd be a better name, but that'd be cool.
If only Hollywood would talk to fans about the ideas.
You would think, right?
We have so many great ideas. Let's just throw them all at you.
I say we make a short film, like put it together somehow, and then just send it over, email it or whatever.
A proof
and
of
be like,
concept film. Yeah.
put it on
There you
YouTube and
Let's
be
do
like,
it.
tag the shit out of them. Be like, you know what, guys? This is the idea. What do you think? And they're gonna be like, money.
Just like the Halloween Aftermath film that came out. But
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, that's like when Deadpool, when that test
The
footage got leaked,
Mhm.
and then everyone freaked out and loved it. So Fox was like, all right, well, we'll do it.
And made tons of money.
It's like one of the highest grossing R-rated films ever.
Like, is it top 1 and 2, or is it just?
Well, I know the third. I think that is. Was it that? Yeah, I think that was one of the top.
I think Deadpool and Wolverine is the top, and then 1 and 2 were like super close.
Yeah, something crazy. Yeah. So switching back to Halloween 3, we keep going on tangents, but
Look at us.
the music.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of that little jingle?
Well,
You like it or hate it?
dude, it's the London Bridge is falling down jingle, man. Like, what a way to turn that song into like a freaking like a horror theme.
Well, it already is kind of a horror, scary,
Yeah.
twisted song. Let's just, they kind of kept it in the same vein and just made it Halloween themed.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it was creative as hell. It's creepy. It's it definitely, if I ever see that come up on TV, I'm immediately running out of the house or throwing myself out the window. I'm like, nope.
Well, that's what I was telling Tim earlier. Why didn't Dr. Chalice just unplug the TV at the end of the movie?
Yeah.
But I mean, the thing about that theme song, it's so catchy. It's very easy to remember. And I think that's why everyone, that's kind of the main talking point of this movie is, the song, because it was funny. Even my mother-in-law, I don't know, we were talking about one of the Halloweens, like the first one. She goes, oh yeah. And I said, oh, I love the music in that, the theme song for Halloween. She goes, oh, I know that. 8 more days till Halloween. And I was like, no. That's Halloween 3. but everyone knows that song. I told GC the other day, it's like it's a small world. Everyone knows that song,
Yeah.
whether you
It's
love
got-
it or hate it.
It's also got like, it's just genius in the film itself, because that's the kind of thing that a kid would know instantly to be like, tune in. Like there's an announcement for me. I got to get to the screen. It's a beautiful little thing. My wife loves stupid little jingles, so she loved that song. Like, we were watching this just a couple hours ago, and she's like, "That's a good song," and then she's gonna be singing it for the rest of the week. So
That's a banger right there.
yeah, she's like, "I like that. I like this song."
That's funny. My wife, she liked the movie. She's like, "Hey, I think this is better than the other Halloween." So I'm like, that you cut me deep, but at least you have some interest, so that's cool.
My wife's not a slasher fan, so she prefers this one. But
yeah,
so
go ahead, GC. No, you're fine.
No, I was gonna say, Acres of Movies was actually saying something cool on there. He was saying that I'd love to see the 16th century style Irish folklore type horror origin prequel of the Silver Shamrock and the Cochrane clan. That would be that would be great. I think that would be cool as hell.
Call it Sam Hain or something like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, Halloween Prevents Sam Hain.
Yeah. That would be pretty cool. Little prequel. Yeah.
It's like Fear Street 1666.
Yeah. Because we didn't get much. Like, that's the thing. Like, he did explain stuff, but it would have been cool to see how that factory was put together, and like all the idea behind the chip, like how they figured out how to do that and put that.
It's
together.
black magic, man. That's how you do it. Just gotta play with the Ouija board for a little bit, conjure up some.
We'll call Q.
Call up Q. Yeah, dude. That's all you need.
That was their equivalent of AI at the time, the Ouija board. They're like, okay, they're like, Ouija board, we need a jingle for this, and the Ouija board's like, all right, loading. It just started freaking.
Yeah, they had the stones from Stonehenge there to help them somehow. So
that was so cool.
I was like, is that the Georgia Guidestones in there? I thought they were looking at those. Yeah. I like how I'm not sure they like technically explain how everything works beautifully together, but I like how they bring in these influences to kind of show where these ideas come from.
Yeah. Yeah. There's so much Celtic stuff out there and all that. So it is cool how they're able to incorporate. They were very creative with this one. They really were.
It's true. There was no news broadcast about like stones missing from Stonehenge. No one was upset about that. That is something that my random brain thought about when we're seeing these giant stones inside the factory. And I'm like, Stonehenge isn't missing those? No one noticed?
Wait, I could have sworn there was, I mean, it was really fast, but I could have sworn on the news, there was like an anchor lady talking about something about Stone. She was saying something about Stonehenge, but I don't know.
I do remember that, but I don't remember if it was like stones are missing. I don't.
Oh, okay.
Well, I need to go back and double check because maybe that was covered, and then that just makes this movie even better. Like all those little details were checked.
I think that after this live stream, we all, even everybody watching as a unison, we all just go and watch this movie and get all brainwashed and stuff.
Dude, can I want to just, can I go on a little tangent for a second?
Let's hear it.
This right here is what I think we are sorely missing in the modern streaming world, because when we used to go, at least I used to go, I'm of that age, when we used to go to Family Video or Blockbuster to pick up a movie.
Oh yeah.
You would find other people who were looking in a similar section. You would find that cashier who had a similar taste. And you would stand there and you would have conversations about these films. You would talk about them. You would go to theaters with other fans and you would talk about what you loved and recommendations and all of that. And those made the movies better. And that's what this is. Like, we can watch it on our own. And then as we sit here and we're talking about it, and you're like, oh, dude, yeah, I missed that. That's brilliant. Like, the movie gets better as we sit here and we just discuss what we just saw and love it. And I
Mhm.
think that's like streaming has kind of robbed us of that experience of having the guys over. I picked out
Yeah.
4 movies at Blockbuster. We got pizza. Let's watch it. And that's why I'm here. That's what I go to. That's what I started doing YouTube stuff for, is for that experience.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's like you said, we're sitting here talking about it and finding things that make this movie better.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but then you get recommendations for other movies you've never seen, and like, hey, check this one. If you like this, watch this. And I think that's a better idea than the mindless scrolling, because for
Oh.
me, especially on like Netflix or, HBO Max, whatever it is, when I'm watching something, if I'm just, let me try this, in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking, but there's like 100, like 1,000 other movies on here. What am I missing? So then I back out of that. I don't even finish the movie.
Yeah.
That happens to me a lot actually when I'm doing streaming. So not a streaming guy.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you guys this too. And Jordan, we've talked about this in the past. We might have talked about it too, Tim. But whenever we do these type of episodes, right, with this or when I do the podcast, one thing I always realize is that even though, let's say the same day, I just watched the movie earlier today and we talk about it, but halfway through, I'm like, I can't wait to when we finish the live stream to go rewatch it, even though I just finished watching it, because dude, these conversations, man, like it really, like when I've said it before, each of us, when we watch a movie, it's a different movie for each of us. And these conversations will be where we're hearing the perspective of the other person. You're like, holy shit, dude, I didn't even catch that. Now I got to go back and watch the whole thing. And then you're like, oh my God. And it's just, dude, it's dangerous because it makes us buy more movies, but then it's also fun.
That's my problem.
I try hiding those expenses from my wife, but it doesn't work that well.
Yeah, it doesn't work well for me either. I've reverted back to buying physical media. Like, it takes a lot for me to even consider getting film on digital now. Physical media is different from streaming in the best way. Yeah,
dude, I canceled. It was tough to do. I actually canceled my Shudder subscription this year, and I love Shudder and all its content, but they jacked the price up nearly like 40%.
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, you do release most of your movies on physical. So
yeah,
I'm going to grab them when they come out, and I'm going to save that $90 a year and watch the movies when I can and pick out the ones I want. I just can't keep up. I'd rather own, because no one can take that away.
there you go.
Yep.
Well,
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, the fact that you're talking about physical media, quick little segue to remind you guys, because we have sponsors for these things. Jordan,
I don't even have QR codes for that. I'm not as cool as you.
Listen, hey, it's okay, because you know what? With or without QR codes, all you guys needs are codes. And I mean, if you're looking to buy, let's say if you want to own Halloween 3 physical, right now, Scream Factory, they're running sales. So they got them at a good price. And if not, if for any reason they're sold out, go check out the Movie Room. Movie Den 10, save 10%. Or Valoria Video. Go to Valoria Video, Face the Movies 10, save 10% as well. But either one or both. And guys, start collecting, because these things have documentaries, special features. Some of them have booklets. I mean, it's
booklets.
They can't change the ending or any scenes to this once it's already on here. But streaming, they could take it at any time. And we're talking about it here. You know, you can't just lend somebody a movie like we can here.
Yeah. Right. No, I completely agree. And two, they just released new steelbooks. Whether you like them or hate them, they're pretty cool, I think. So
I'm surprised you haven't showed that puppy off on here tonight. The Halloween.
You posted a photo of it, right? That thing was beautiful.
Dude, that was such a nice steelbook, man. I'm excited. We get to see it in. Oh,
yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I didn't think I needed a steelbook copy of this till you showed it, and now I think I do.
Cool. Check this out,
Jordan. Make yourself in the jumbotron. We need to see this bad boy.
You want to see it?
Yeah,
it's getting dirty. It's like
I want to see it.
You want to see it? All right, I'll show you. So there's that, right?
God.
So check this out. When you open it, so it's like on the TV. See the bezel on the side, right there.
That's awesome.
And what's really cool is you have new artwork on the discs, all that stuff.
That is so awesome, dude.
And then I actually haven't really got a chance to look at the inside artwork yet. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Dude,
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That is
these
awesome.
these are pretty sweet. So I'm hoping they do the rest of them, but we'll see.
imagine they do like a Freddy, like a Nightmare on Elm Street, like steelbook, but for the Halloweens like that.
Oh,
That'd be gorgeous.
Oh man,
Love that.
yeah, that would be something else.
Dude,
I'm
that's
already trying to find out a way to get that imprint one. So
oh, dude, that steelbook for this movie, it already makes the movie 10 times cooler just because of that image right there.
well, another one. If we're going on physical media, check this out. I love this. So this is from Via Vision.
Oh man, that's cool.
That's awesome.
It's basically the same lenticular GC that you have for As Above, So Below.
Good movie. Highly recommend it.
Oh, anyways, let's go back to the movie itself. I have a kind of maybe a moral question.
Yeah.
So
Ooh.
Cochran, is he truly a villain, right? Because is he more of a twisted kind of visionary, just trying to bring back the true meaning of Halloween?
I mean, it's,
With the sacrifice.
yeah, that's the thing. It's like he has to
Is he trying to bring
sacrifice.
back ancient traditions, or is he just
But
wants
why?
to just kill the kill?
Why children though? Why couldn't he just sacrifice like adults or like shitty people on death row or something?
I don't know. Maybe it pleases whatever he's trying to deify more. I don't know.
Does there
like
have to be a sort of willingness? Like the
Yeah.
kids want the masks. The kids
Maybe.
want to
That's
be part
true.
of this, but
There you go.
they don't know they're
Dang, is a visionary.
visionary.
Yeah, because I'm thinking too. It's like usually in witchcraft and stuff like that, we see that in the movie The Witch, right? Like a virgin. Usually in all these stories, it's always you sacrifice a virgin,
It's the pure of heart.
pure of heart to the Dark Lord.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what more pure of heart?
It's
than a
the
kid?
innocence that they're after.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Something in my gut says that as much as I might like to sit here and joke that like, no, I see what this guy's after. Yeah, visionary. I think sacrificing children's evil. So
No, yeah, no,
that's
No, I 100% agree.
Tim's
I think we all
that's
agree.
where I'm at. So,
But at the end of the day, this is what's going on.
That's where I draw
the
the line.
ends. The ends justify the means, gentlemen. So,
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, that's funny.
Yeah. Well, I think let's see what else. I had some questions here. I came up with some kind of more, I guess, moral, thought-provoking questions. That's kind of what that one was.
I like that, dude. It's always cool to see where people are at.
Yeah. So, what do you think the movie is saying about how easily people like to give up control to corporations and screens? About that,
A lot, dude. I mean, it's still so relevant.
I was going to say, and has it aged maybe too well?
I think it's ahead of its time. Yeah,
Mhm.
I do. I mean, much like the stuff. I keep making the comparison to the stuff, but they both have hotel sequences right at the end of right around the second act. So, but it's that idea of consumerism, and that we trust the advertising, we trust the marketing, we literally buy into it without asking questions. They tell us this is good for us. They tell us this is the mask that you need. And we're here, take my money.
And the free stuff too. It's like, I don't remember if they say what the big giveaway is in this movie, but like the fact that they're just saying we have a big giveaway. And I mean, we're all like that. We all get excited when we've done giveaways, right? We
love
just did one
giveaways.
recently. We love giveaways. We just give away Tim's new book, and funny enough, Jordan won it live. So it's not rigged. But
has it arrived yet?
No, it's supposed to. So I'm in California. Yesterday it was in Arizona.
Okay.
So it should be there hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let me
Hopefully.
see. I have so I use the shop app on my phone to track all my stuff. Where is it at?
I gotta just plug. I designed the cover, everything.
Dude, that's
all.
awesome,
That's
man.
all me. All
Okay.
me.
I have it listed as GC's goodies on my
Nice.
thing. No, but it's in California. It'll probably be here tomorrow, if not
Hopefully.
on Halloween. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But dude, there it is, man. Like a giveaway. We all get excited for it. Sometimes it could be the smallest thing on earth. And just the fact that we could win something, it makes us feel important. And because of that human nature of that needing that inclusivity and all that stuff, I mean, that's where the danger comes, because in this movie, they exploit that with kids. They get excited. They're like, oh my God, a giveaway. And
Mhm.
and again, the parents, you see them in this movie where it's like they're just like, here, just get them off my back. Here's a mask.
Mhm.
Just go sit in front of the TV.
Yep.
And the crazy thing that during this time in 82 or 83, I mean, we have kids now, they're iPad babies, right? But the fact that back then it was already showing in this movie the future of just kids sitting in front of the TV and just being like mindless little drones to it. But
Mhm.
dude, it's scary, man. It's a scary premonition that they had that came
Yeah.
to fruition.
Well, just like
Yeah.
Alexander said, terms and condition. Does anyone read the fine print? Nope. Just unquestionable trust.
Oh,
Exact-
it's like that lady who died at Disneyland. Did you see all about that?
I knew there was a couple of deaths recently over at Disneyland or Disney
Some
World.
lady died eating something at Disney World, Disneyland. I'm not sure which one. After disclosing her allergy, and they assured her the allergy was not in it. She ate it, passed away,
wow.
and Disney got out of it because when her husband and her agreed to their Disney Plus account, they signed that in the small print, Disney could not be held liable for blah 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 blah.
I remember hearing something about that with the Disney Plus thing.
Yeah, she like they got off scot-free on that. That's like, read your small print. That's insane.
Yeah.
Streaming service versus real life amusement park. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy as hell, man. I'm telling you, these things are like this, all these movies from back in the day predicting these things, and we're all just like, oh, movies. But you think about it, right? This is a good example of this movie where they're putting the stuff right in front of us to desensitize us. I mean, look at stuff with like alien movies and world-ending movies. We're so used to these things that whenever it does happen, we're not going to be too blown away by it. We're just like, oh,
That's what they call predictive programming. And we can get really in the weeds there, but we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. And it's crazy, man.
Mhm.
But I want to ask you guys something about the influence of this film. Do you think that because of the idea of the anthology series and all that, do you think it influenced in some way modern horror anthologies, like movies like VHS, Trick or Treat? Because Trick or Treat, for example, the little boy, he has a pumpkin mask, and I mean, we obviously have that here. Obviously, it is Halloween, but do you think there was some influence to him?
I could see it with Trick or Treat, definitely. I think I talked about that earlier, where that seems to they remind me, they're very similar.
Yeah.
Even though Trick or Treat is an anthology film, and this Halloween 3 was supposed to be a film within anthology series, a little different there. But as far as that kind of whimsical, childlike Halloween, that's kind of where I bridge those connections there.
I
What
wonder
about
how
you,
much
Tim?
it influenced things like American Horror Story.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that is true.
I see that as a modern version of what not to say this is exactly what they wanted, but when John Carpenter set out to make Halloween an anthology film series, I picture something like AHS, where each movie has a very different feel, but it's all horror under the same name. So I definitely think it has some sort of influence. People took this idea of a branding and turned it into anthologies. I mean, we still see it with the Monster series on Netflix. We have AHS spinoffs. There's a lot of examples of these anthology series now. Channel Zero.
Oh my god, what a masterpiece!
The tooth guy in the first season, just
Ugh.
yeah.
Or the staircases in the forests. That creepypasta, dude. Oh yeah,
Great stuff. Great stuff. So I definitely think this maybe not so much this exact movie, but
Yeah.
the idea of this movie inspired a lot of that.
Well, jumping off from that, let me ask you guys this: as far as for villains, right? We have Cochrane,
Cochrane.
and then we have Michael Myers in this Halloween world. Out of the two, which one do you guys fear the most? Because one of them is mind control, and the other one is that evil behind that mask.
I mean, in a world today, Cochrane is more. I can see that. That makes sense. That
Yeah.
I could see that happening right now. As far as Michael Myers, that's a very isolated incident in Haddonfield. With you go over to Cochrane, that's a global thing, and
Yeah.
right, that's global powers. Is that what that is? Really?
Imagine Jeff Bezos selling Amazon brand Halloween costumes that do this same thing. Like it's too real. It's too tangible. It's right there.
You
Doesn't
mean
he
Amazon
already?
Basics?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Amazon Basics skull mask. You know.
Yep.
God.
You
It's not
watch
even
next season. It's going to be up.
oh god, it's not even the mask. It's like even our
Watch for the chip.
mouses.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's in everything. Don't buy Amazon Basics, people.
My
Try zombie
charger.
psychology. Yes.
Yeah, it is. Especially that new one. Did you guys see the Peel?
The Jordan Peele one. I didn't.
Yeah. No.
I watched a couple of them.
Didn't he like basically take the same stories, or did he do his own stuff?
I could have swore he did his own thing.
Okay.
I thought the ones I watched were original. They were definitely more modern.
Yeah. Well, that's a good question Alexander said about Cochrane, because do you guys think at some I mean he was doing that MK Ultra type stuff. Like he really was. Do you think at some point he has some type of connection with, because even the people that he had those droids working for him, there was that subliminal thing of the men in the black suits. We've always known that about the government, where they're always just these dudes wearing the black suits. They're always watching. They're always quiet, and they always come in and go and disappear. And this is what this guy had. Do you think that there was some involvement at some point?
Oh, I'm sure, because he's a warlock, right? And so who knows how long he has existed, or maybe he has reincarnated as these different people throughout. I don't know.
Yeah. Because dude, that's a crazy freaking thing, man. Imagine like he's been embedded this whole time, and he's also like using these things for like weapons for like the government or something.
I think that might be one of the weaknesses of the film, is not knowing more about Cochrane. Is he an ancient evil? Is he just a modern guy? Like, to me, he'd be terrifying if he was like, I've been around since like 30 AD or whatever, and he's been here forever doing this.
Yeah. Or is he
that idea is terrifying.
Or it's an idea that it's his ancestors and that he just wants to feel closer to his ancestry, to his, to the ancient beliefs that his ancestors believed with Sam Hain over, I don't know, Ireland or something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We have Jeff is here.
What?
What's up, buddy?
Hey.
What's up, brother? Well, you're in the right place, man, because we're talking good stuff about H3. We're not, listen, around here, we're not trying to be negative Nancy's or anything. We're trying to have some fun, man. So you're in the right place.
Yep. Yeah, Alexander, life imitating art, imitating life.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I want to know how Stonehenge,
Oh my
how they got. I just want to know how they got it in there. We were talking about it earlier, and I'm sitting here and I keep thinking, I was like, dude, did they teleport it there because he uses wizard powers? Like, did he have the droids because they're super strong somehow?
He had to teleport it. I mean, those things are so huge. Could you imagine helicopters like strapping those things and dragging them across the planet?
Got, like He's
would
got
be
like
noticed.
he's got Ant-Man powers, dude. He just picks him up, cut like a couple rocks in his pocket, and then walks away.
It's
Just
also how
chipping
the
it away.
It's how the Egyptians built the pyramids too. But
Yeah,
With
okay.
droids.
With
Yeah.
droids.
That's what they did.
technology.
They were modern. Do you
That's what I'm just saying. There would have been headlines everywhere. Stonehenge is missing stones. Like
Yeah.
that would have been the
Could
biggest.
you imagine if that happened today? If you woke up tomorrow morning and Good Morning America, breaking Stonehenge stones are missing.
I would be so excited. That's the kind of headline I live for. Like, let's do it. I'm gonna start watching every conspiracy theory on YouTube.
Well, that's like
immediately.
when the Georgia Guidestones,
Oh
when those
yeah,
blew up. I was like,
I watched
what?
those.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. You remember that?
Oh yeah, that's some good stuff, man.
Dude, if I see that headline, all I know is that if I start seeing some weird commercial on repeat, I'm turning off my TV. I'm
You mean
going
like
offline.
weird commercials we get already on repeat?
That is
Yeah.
true, yeah.
We
Yeah.
should just make a fake YouTube video about the missing Stonehenge, and it's tied back to this movie. It's all about Season of the Witch thing.
Just like
Or
lure
Halloween
people
too.
into the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Oh, it
that
turns
was-
out it's this guy Cochran. He's got him out. He's got him out in. By the way, the name of that town. Did you catch the name of that town? This is a little bit of a deep one.
Isn't it of Halloween 3?
Yeah,
Isn't it Santa Marina?
Mira,
Santa Mira.
which is the name of the town from Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Wow. And
It's
there's
an
some I
homage
could
to
see
that.
some connections there too.
Yeah.
Story-wise with the sci-fi horror aspect of it. Interesting.
I mean, look what they did to Ellie. They snatched her up and they turned into a droid. So, I mean,
That's big.
Yeah, except that they
yeah.
didn't have that nasty birthing scene that's in Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
they skipped on this one. They're like, you guys don't need this. We've already put you through enough without Michael. It's like we're throwing warlocks.
We just got an awesome scene of Tom Atkins fighting a severed hand that was very loosely attached to his neck. It's fantastic. It's great stuff from Tom.
Yeah.
What was the talking about scenes, man, like stuff like that. What was the funnest scene for? Because there was some fun ones in this movie. There was some creepy ones. There was some fun ones and some like head scratching ones. But let's start with a fun one. Like which one to you guys kind of made you laugh at some point?
Every time they almost get hit by a car outside the hotel. It's like the first one, the bike is thrown at Tom Atkins, then the lady drives up and almost like every time it was like a running gag in the movie.
Yeah. They threw the bike. That's true. That's hilarious.
Yeah. That family pulled up. I particularly love like that scene. I laugh at because they pulled up like it's National Lampoon's Vacation. That's what that family like. They pull. That's who they are.
Are you talking about the family who's the guy has sold the most Silver Shamrock masks?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Dude, that guy is the goofiest guy. Like he is Clark Griswold of the Halloween franchise for sure.
Yeah.
Tom has his hand on the bike and the guy just grabs it off the bike and shakes it. Oh hey. Like, yep. Yep. It was giving me.
Well, he reminds me of I don't know why, but have you seen like Tommy Boy or something? Just that kind of happy-go-lucky, friendly guy, just gonna bear hug you, but is just finds himself in the worst situations. Like that's the kind of guy he reminds me of.
Yep. So I love their dynamic because I think it adds a little humor to an otherwise pretty serious film. And I think they do it pretty well. To compare it to the Griswolds means they did it pretty well.
And I think the humor in this film, like those little moments like that, besides the weirdness, is one of the reasons why Tom Atkins said that this is one of his favorite roles because of it so unapologetically weird and like funny. And I mean, I could imagine being on set and him fighting that severed hand and like all this crazy stuff. Like and not to mention he's there, like he gets to act with a beautiful woman and, she's like throwing herself at him in the film and you have all these fun things going on for him. And It makes
Yeah,
sense.
it's got to be fun. I mean, think of Evil Dead 2. That whole sequence of him getting just completely demolished by the hand, right?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, that
well,
scene's
well,
amazing.
well, what about you, Jordan? What scene made you laugh in this one?
I think it's just the introduction when they get to the facility and that whole interaction between Cochran, um, Tom Atkins' character, and I can't remember the guy, the businessman. Just their interaction within each other, I think is great. And then they put him in that room, right? And they're like, oh, we're just sit here for a little bit. He'll meet you in a minute. And then the wife's like, I don't know, something's weird. He goes, it's fine. It's fine. We're good. We're just gonna hang out for a little bit. I mean, he's such to a fault,
Yeah.
sees the bright side in a lot of things.
Dude, could we talk about poor Dr. Daniel and the grief he had every single time? Like, if we did a montage of him picking up the phone and talking to his ex-wife, like every single time you just hear her yelling through the phone at him for some reason. And I think this happened, 4 or 5 times, even when he's at that factory and he's just calling her to help the kids. And he's just like, just shut up and listen. And it's like this poor guy, like, could not get a break. Like, either the droids are trying to kill him, they turn his new girlfriend into a droid, and then his ex-wife is relentless throughout this movie.
Hey,
Dude,
the one mainstay is that other doctor or nurse at the hospital. She's always there for
dude, to the better
Yeah.
end, man.
him.
I love that. I love that too. The fact that he walks around the hospital and he was either flirting with her, he was flirting with the older nurse when he slaps her, and I think he slapped her in the butt or she slapped him.
I think it was
And he
he's not
goes,
there, I think.
he does, yeah, I think it was him, yeah. And then he goes, I should have just married you. And then they both laugh, and I forget what she said. I think she's like, oh, I'm too old for you or something, but it was just funny as hell.
Yeah, that wouldn't fly today. I tell you that much.
Nope.
Oh no, dude.
No, but it's funny to see that like at the time of this movie. It's really hilarious.
Oh yeah, when me and my girlfriend were watching that, and she was like, at first she looks kind of like, is he cheating on his wife? That's messed up. He just grabbed that lady's ass. And I was like, no, hon, I think they're divorced. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she's like, wait, but like, that doesn't happen.
You still what?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was like, no, I told her, I was like, growing up in the 90s and stuff, things were a little Wild West back then. Like,
Yeah.
things were different. We used to go to parties and people would be making out on a couch right in front of you. It's not like it is now where
And they
everybody
didn't
has
know
a
each other's
phone.
names.
Exactly. Yeah. Now
They didn't have to sign a waiver before they started making out.
seriously, you're like, you have to record it. You have to take out your phone. You're like, can I kiss you goodnight? Just say it on the microphone.
I consent to being kissed.
I consent to kissing.
GC, you had said the funniest.
Yeah, dude.
What about like the most like the creepiest? Because I know mine.
Ooh. I think when that lady's face melts off when that laser hits her in the
Dude,
face.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
She
that was like,
messes with that little chip.
and she's still alive. But
Mhm.
that one, I think that one's good. But I think the real one was when that guy in the hospital bed gets his nose broken.
Dude, that's
Oh my
awful.
God.
That was awful.
That was
Yeah.
so brutal. Like, and then he's just quietly suffering there, and you just see his legs flaring. Oh, I felt it, man. Even now, just picturing it.
And it's bloodless. You just see like fingers in the eyeballs and that nose snap. That's a brutal start to the film. Like that's
Sorry, I thought you were done. Yeah,
No, go.
it's
Dude, that's painful.
and it's just the brute force of being able to just break the bridge of your nose like that.
Oh God.
and pulling it up. Oh yeah.
Even
my
watching it
gosh.
in the trailer before this started and just watching
Yes.
that, I was just painful, man. I was like, oh God, why did I do this to us?
I put in my notes that the movie does open with what has to be one of the slowest kills in cinema history. Like, and not slow as in like, oh, that looks awful and painfully slow, but like that guy pulls the chain and that car takes 5 minutes to roll down and hit the android. And I'm just like, that scene took forever to get there.
You're just waiting.
There was all kinds of Tom Atkins stuff going on that wouldn't fly today. My wife was looking at it sideways this last weekend when we watched it together. Yeah. My wife wasn't. She was on her phone the whole time until the very end, and she said she loved it. So whatever. That's pretty par for the course,
So
Yo.
relatable.
right? Exactly.
Yep.
No, I got to give it to that the when he with the kid and the salesman family. Like, dude, just being trapped in that room with and the way that you just see the mask slowly rot and decay is just so just disgusting. And then of course the massive snake comes out and all that.
Oh,
It's just
dude.
it's yeah. That for
That
me was rough.
it was rough, man, because I mean, dude, imagine being a parent and you're just kind of sitting there and you don't know, you're trapped in a room, you don't know what to do, you have nothing to use to help him, and
Yeah.
you're just watching his little head just rot like that. Like, I mean, that was
Ugh.
they really turned it up a notch with this one. I mean,
Mhm.
obviously we were talking about yesterday about Blumhouse trilogy and how they really ramped up the violence within Michael and like all these sick kills.
Yeah.
But man, like they really unleashed it on this one.
Well, yeah, I mean, killing millions of kids. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
They only killed two in the Blumhouse trilogy within 3 movies. This one we don't know.
Dude, speaking of a special guest, look who I got over here.
Oh, is that Bodhi?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He's sleeping on my lap and he just got up when we started talking about like the bruteness of this film. He was like, "Oh, hey, what's up?"
He's disturbing his dreams.
He gave this movie a 4 out of 5. I was just like, I mean, dude, that's your
Hey.
choice.
He only has 4 paw beans, so
There
he
you go.
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes
he can
sense.
only.
He has no thumb, so he couldn't
He
type on
can't
it.
do 5. He can't do 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think for me the most chilling or unnerving scene, it does have to be the final scene
Yeah.
where we don't know if he succeeded. You know, he knows what's about to happen and he's trying his best, and then that kid flips the channel and you keep hearing it and he screams into the phone, and then it just cuts. Like that idea of like this could have all been for nothing.
How good was
all
that?
been for nothing. It's
Dude, how
excellent ending.
how gut wrenching that scream was, because dude, it was so convincing, like that panic and the anxiety that they built with that scene where each channel flip, it's still there and it's still there. I mean, dude, even today, I feel like they could do a 20 years later, 40 years later type situation where it's like,
Mhm.
what happened after that? And it shows America or shows the world recovering from all these kids dying and all that. Like, they could do so much with this, dude. They could
Yeah.
definitely do a modern day sequel like Blumhouse did.
Well, that would be like I mean I think it'd be darker, but like Children of Men, when there was
Yes.
no more kids and they found the one woman who could be pregnant and have a kid. In a way, with no kids, it'd be interesting to hear. Like you don't imagine you don't hear laughter, like a kid's laughter. I mean, you hear it every day.
Yeah.
Kids talking, the giggles, the crying, everything. It's just missing. I mean, that's got to drive you crazy.
Well, the crying, I hear it all the time on my part, so that's okay. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, even yes, it's annoying, but you take it away, you're
Yeah.
gonna want it back. Like example, watch a movie without any audio. I mean, or bad audio, right? I mean, audible stuff, it's important, and so imagine not being there.
Yeah, I mean, we see that in um what with the last Nightmare on Elm Street? No, yeah, where they go to that town and all the kids are dead and everybody lost their minds.
Yeah.
I mean, we see that.
Yep. Jeff says, I think all the kids die at the end of H3. As a kid, this was the scariest Halloween to me. It showed horror could come after me. Yeah, and that's the thing I kind of said earlier with this is like, you gotta compare what's scarier, Colonel Cochran or Myers. And yeah, I think if either one was standing in front of me, I'm going to choose Myers. But realistically, in my world, it's going to be H3 Cochran. So I get that 100%. Let's see here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's what I'm gonna do is I know GC usually pulls these up, but I forgot to do it. But usually we like to oh there he is.
Sorry, guys. I was putting the pup down. He was tired of my shit. Do you want to?
He's over it.
Were you talking about the letterbox stuff?
Yeah, I was curious what the letterbox score on this was.
Dude. So out of 5 stars, it's at a 3.3, which is crazy because that's higher than I think Halloween Kills and
Was it
Halloween
kills
Ends.
or ends? Yeah, because ends was an average of 2.5 or kills was 2.5.
Yeah, and Ends was 2.1, I think.
2.1.
Oh,
So
wow.
just isn't that crazy? This movie was so hated and people were so upset, yet it still gets a higher score.
So
Yeah.
Season of the Witch, it says no wait, hold on. Now I'm confused. No. What does your say on your letterbox rating?
Let me see. Watch it be the wrong freaking rating. Hold on. Oh, that's why. Sorry, guys. My Wi-Fi was turned off. It's all right. We're back. Halloweeny 3.
Okay, mine says 2.8.
I do too. What the hell? Oh, okay. I did this yesterday where I mixed up between the two. It's 2.8, but it's still higher. It's still higher than Kills and Ends.
Yeah. Well, where would you put it?
This one, honestly, I mean, I think this deserves like a 3.5.
Mhm.
Like I mean, and I give this a 3.5, subtracting it from the Halloween franchise, right? If we were to say this is part of the Halloween franchise, it might go a little lower. Probably do like a 3, or 2.5, just because it has nothing to do with Michael Myers, Haddonfield, Dr. Loomis, nothing. But because of how great this movie is, the plot, the constant twists, the pure sheer brutality and the creativity using real places like Stonehenge, Celtic lore. It was a lot going on, man. It was to me, it definitely deserves that spot at the 3.5.
Yeah. What about you, Tim?
I thought you froze. He was just staring at the. He was hypnotized.
I was just gonna try to give it my official score, and I do think I'd end up similar with GC. I think it's probably a 3.5 for me.
Guys
I
watching.
do think separating it from
I think there's a delay.
lagging a bit.
Yeah.
There we go.
I was gonna say, whoever's watching this, guys,
Yeah.
rate it with us. Let us know in the
Okay, am
comments.
I back now?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yep. I think I am 3.5, and I do think that is separating it. I mean, like we've talked about, as a standalone film, it's actually pretty good. I personally wish there was a little bit more of that dark humor injected in it. Like we get some of it. I think it could do for a little bit more, but I enjoy this film quite a bit. I also wish we got more of the street level Halloween stuff. More of seeing I like the montage of seeing how widespread these masks are.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a little bit more of that street level of like, it is Halloween night. We are on the street seeing hundreds of kids wearing these masks. I think that would be a little bit bigger impact, but I do think that people are sleeping on this movie because there's no Michael Myers in it, but it's a good little Halloween film. It needs to be in the Halloween rotation. So I think I'm pretty comfortable at 3.5.
Dude, that's a good choice. And I do want to say real quick, because Ellie Haley commented on here.
Yeah.
She initially gave it a 2.5 stars, but changed it to a 3 after thinking about it more. And this is why we love doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
Because, dude, after these conversations, it really makes you think and like give things a second chance, and that's awesome to see. Well, what about you, Jordan? What'd you give this one?
A 4. I give it a 4. Taking Michael Myers out of it and watching this film objectively, not knowing Michael Myers, and me watching it thinking this is its own movie, I'd give it a 4 for sure. I think it's a really great film. I agree with Tim. I would love to see that street level. Let's see what's going on with the kids.
Yeah.
But then again, that the story we were told, the kids don't really have much importance to do with it other than wearing the masks, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So
Yeah.
um, I don't know what story you could tell, but I would still like to see that part of it because that would make it feel very Halloween if they were able to involve them somehow a little more. Um, Alexander, what is going on here? I've not seen it, but with everything you talked about, I would graciously give it a 1.6.
Yeah. No, he said kidding afterwards.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, okay. Here we go.
Yeah.
Kidding. I honestly thought the film would be rated higher given how many people love it. I guess 3.4 for Letterboxd. Shocked it was so low.
Yeah.
It's hard. Here's my. I don't know. It's hard with Letterboxd for me because I always don't try and go off Letterboxd on your opinions on films because there's just so many different opinions out there and there's some wild ones for sure.
Do you guys feel that do you feel like IMDb is more of the mature rating platform and then Letterboxd? Because when I ever read reviews on Letterboxd, it always feels like little TikTokers and teenagers are writing them, especially with the stuff that they say on there. Like there's no actual there'll be like 10 or 12 like weird comments like, oh, this and that, this was sus and this and that. But then all of a sudden there's like a concrete one where it's like a full blown essay about the film.
Yeah, it's like hot takes from people who've never actually picked up a book.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle. I'm weird. It's weird because as far as critics and critics, man, in my opinion, they're bought and paid for most of them. I don't I don't take a lot on Rotten Tomatoes or something like that. I more look at the audience score. I usually most of the time align with that a little more. Most of the time. Sinners I didn't like, so sorry if anybody in here likes Sinners. I did not like it, but
I thought the first hour was brilliant,
dude. The beginning of that movie was
the
incredible.
first hour was
the
excellent.
building,
yeah,
the time period, the way he built the characters. I love their story arc. Once the vampire started, lost me.
Yeah.
I agree. I just had to do while I was trying to plug in my review of the movie into the average score that we use over on my show, and it came out precisely to 3.5 stars. So yeah.
There you go. But I'm kind of in the middle because I feel like with the Rotten Tomatoes or IMDb with the critics, I feel like they just like to write fluff pieces and they like to hear themselves speak and try to. I swear they carry around the sources just to find words to make them sound smarter. Because I've read a couple different reviewers, and I'm like, dude, you know how ridiculous you sound right now. Like, I don't know if you guys watch Friends at all. But Joey is one of the characters. He's kind
I
of
can't stand it.
Oh no, I love that show. But anyways, Joey's kind of the dimwit, and he wanted to sound smart to write a letter to this adoption agency for his friend, and he writes basically saying that my name is Joey. Essentially, it's my name's Joey, and I'm writing this letter to let you guys know that this couple that are wanting to adopt these kids, they're a great couple, and they have huge hearts. Love Joey, or the end was love Joey. And he used it the source to sound smart and said, they have massive aortic pumps. Love baby kangaroo. Like, that's how I feel these critics are. All that. And then that's why I'm in the middle with like Letterboxd. It's hard because I know with Letterboxd, like GC said, you get a lot of people that honestly, I don't think many of them have watched the movie anyway.
Yeah.
And are just going off of a series of TikTok videos on the movie or a trailer. Alexander said, I agree. I say just see it for yourself. And if you like it, you like it. Yeah. Easy as that.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool about Silver Shamrock would be fun. Yeah.
My Letterboxd, I give it a 5. It sits right up there with 78.
That's cool.
That's awesome, man.
Like there's nothing really wrong with this film. Like for people to, I mean, and everybody has their own perspective on it, but it's just, again, people. I think a lot of it is just majority of the hate. It's really just association with Michael Myers or the lack of Michael Myers. But that's it, dude. Everything else is just solid. It's fun. It's a fun piece from that time.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed it. It's fun to look back, and it's very interesting to see the shift of people really coming around to this movie.
It is.
You know, and and I know some people like, well, Jeff here, and I know Chris, who's supposed to be on tonight, this is his favorite. He loves this movie.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were talking. He's like, yeah, it's, I think he said, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I'm pretty sure he said it was his favorite one.
Yeah. Well, I do want to put words in his mouth, and he did say, and I quote, that we're his best friends and that he misses us and he wish he was here and he's going to make it up to us. So,
all right.
End quote.
Well, end quote.
Yeah, end quote.
All right, guys. Well, is there anything else you guys want to tackle with while that subliminal messaging is going on behind Tim?
I swear, I love
that. Dude, it works. I immediately right to it.
Yeah.
That flashing. Yeah.
All you need is a little flashing, and and that's why I thought it would be great for
flashing. Always gets my attention. Sorry.
Yeah. Just start flashing, and it's like flash, flash, death, flash. It's like, oh, okay, what's going on here?
Yeah. So yeah, I think we're good here. So out of the Halloween franchise, where do you put this movie, Tim?
Oh gosh. It's been a while since I've seen 4 and 5. I just watched 1 and 2, and then I just watched 3. Man. It's towards the top of the list.
Mm-hmm.
Towards the top of the list. I'd say it is just above average in that list, and I'm not fresh enough on any of those other Halloween movies to tell you exactly where they're going to land. But I would probably put this one below the original. Below, I really enjoy H2O. I'd probably put it there. It's better than Resurrection.
Oh, anything's
sure.
better. Anything's better
So,
than Resurrection.
that's probably the bottom of the list for me. So yeah, it's definitely probably I'm gonna say it's a top 5, but I would have to go back and rewatch some of those other movies that are in the middle there that I haven't seen in a little bit. I think I watched 4 last year, but I haven't made it to it yet this year, so it's not fresh enough for me to say for sure.
Damn.
What about you, GC? Where do you place this?
I want to say, obviously, number 1 is 78, and then this would be number 2 for me, and then I gotta go with H2O for 3, and then obviously it would be Kills and Ends.
Okay, I was saying you don't have to rate the franchise. I just want to know where this was.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. I was just thinking, man, because it's like, even though I enjoy number 2, but there was just and I don't know, and then number 4 and 5, like the costume and the mask starts getting wonkier, things start getting a little crazy. Not saying that I hate them, but it's just, this was, I don't know. I'm a conspiracy theorist guy. I mean, we've talked about this on Cinema Rewind, and Tim is too. We all love good conspiracies, and this movie is chock full of them. It has like history stuff and magic and all sorts of crazy shit and future robots. And I don't know. I think it's like, you know what? You don't have Michael, but you had a bunch of crazy shit.
Surge out here.
Whichever has Busta Rhymes thrown down as winner for me.
That would be Resurrection, correct?
Yeah. He's a trick or treat motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that movie, I tell you.
That movie's nearly so good. Or
Dangertainment, baby.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. I love that.
Thanks for showing up, Serge.
Yeah,
man. Thank you. Just watched it last night. Great movie, killer soundtrack, and who doesn't love Tom Atkins? He's a treasure. That one for sure.
Yeah. Kevin's got to figure it out.
Yeah. For me, 78. 2. I love 1 and 2. Those are like my 2 favorites. 1 and 2. Um, it might go 1, 2, 3. Honestly, for me, I think those are great. 4 and 5 and 6. They're good. H2O might be my 4th favorite. I'm not sure. I'll have to do an actual ranking video, but I would put Halloween 3 as my third favorite. I would say.
Well, now, since we're talking about favorites, let me ask you guys real quick. In this movie, was there anybody that that you absolutely like, any character that you just hated, that you felt they were worthless in this film, that didn't need to be there?
I don't know if there was one, to be honest with you.
The lady who got her face blasted annoyed me, but I don't think she was worthless and didn't need to be there. So
Tim's like, he's like, she didn't need to die, but I didn't like her.
Oh, what would
No,
she
oh.
say? She's like, yeah, this is like the third mask or something we've had to go through. I mean, he was throwing it
Yeah.
across the room, but I mean,
Yeah.
so
She just had that 1983 Karen energy. I wasn't a fan.
Oh yeah.
well, she got what she deserved then.
Yeah, exactly.
Face mangled, half blown off.
It's like, did I think she served a purpose? So I can't say
Yeah.
take her out of the movie. I'm just saying she's my least favorite character, and that was a brutal death. So,
Dude, her purpose was to show us those sick laser CGI effects from back in the day.
Heck yeah, dude.
yeah.
Eli's in here. What's
Hey,
up,
Eli,
dude?
what's up, man? That's right, guys.
Of course. Don't
Eli
forget
always send. Sorry, go ahead.
don't forget to slash that like button.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Sub to
thank
all
you,
these
man.
awesome channels. He's always setting the right examples. This is what I'm talking about. Eli shows up. He's saying the right things. He's always sweet talking us. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I like him. Well, guys, I think we really covered extensively a lot of Halloween 3. Whether it definitely was a controversial film when it came out, did terrible when it came out, but like I keep saying, people definitely have come around to it, and I know the same with me. As I've gotten older, I've really started to find an appreciation for it. Guys, I think with that being said, let's start to wrap this up a little bit. Tim,
Yeah.
why don't you let people know where they can find you, what you've got going on?
Yeah. So once a month, I run the Dread broadcast right here, which you'll see. These two were just on our Halloween special because we did it on Sunday instead of actually Halloween. But every month we try to get together a bunch of different creators from YouTube, Instagram, whatever they do, gather together and just hang out, talk about what happened this month in their little corners and what headlines caught their attention, and just get together and hang out and highlight each other and the genre that we love. And then this one, the average reviews, is me and whoever is joining me review movies. And we have our own little review system that really looks at a movie and how it's made and why we might give it a score out of 5 or 10. So we'll go, if you go with your gut and you're like, oh, 4 out of 5, I tried to put some weight behind that, talking about the music, the script, the acting, scoring each individually, and then arriving at that total. So that's what we do on that show.
Awesome.
Love your
And
show.
it's a
That was
fun
heavy.
show to be on too. It's awesome. Always have a great time, and I enjoy it a lot.
Awesome. Thank you.
I know GC does. So
Dude,
GC,
yeah.
what do you got going on?
Dude, I mean, besides being a guest on Tim's show every month and just hanging out and stuff, right now you guys, a lot of you were on last night on my channel watching the Blumhouse trilogy. That was a lot of fun. We had this episode tonight. Tomorrow we're talking about the Thorn trilogy with Ken from Mid-Level Media. Friday, Jordan's going to upload that recording that we did Monday about talking about 1 and 2. So we got that going. Today, I just recorded my podcast episode for Halloween H2O. So that's going to be released probably tomorrow night. But usually aim for Friday because it's called Fright Night, the podcast. So you could check it out on my channel, Face the Movies. On YouTube, you can watch the videos. It's a lot of fun. We try to use props sometimes. And then Spotify or Apple Podcast. So check that out. Find me on Instagram, Letterbox, all that good stuff. But dude, I did want to say, I thought it was funny. It was like we didn't have Michael Myers. We had no Michael, no Myers, no killer masks, sinister jingles, and a plan to turn Halloween into a pagan blood ritual. So that was a ton of fun doing.
Dang. Couldn't have said it better myself. That's funny. Real quick. You're like, dang, I'm sorry, dude. Yeah. But rewind it and watch it again. It was a lot of fun. And then tomorrow, as GC was saying, same time, 9:00 Eastern. So that's for me, it's like
6?
Yeah, 6:00. I know time. 6:00 Pacific. We're going to be going live with Ken from Mid-Level Media, talking about the Thorn trilogy. So, dude, I'd love to see you there, man. But as for me, not Face the Movies. What am I thinking? That's
Oh god, we're merging, dude. We're
Thank you for
merging.
someone else's chat. The Movie Den, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. What do I have going on right now? This is what I have going on right now. It's I was talking to GC earlier. This is like the Super Bowl for horror YouTubers, and it's tiring. And I feel like I'm gonna get sick here pretty soon. I'm beat. So luckily we already pre-recorded for Friday night's episode, and we'll have the weekend to recover. Coming up, I'm going to be doing my October haul video. So all the titles that I picked up for the month of October. And then I've been doing a lot of rankings this month, Halloween themed rankings, but I think be on the lookout. It'll probably release Halloween. Do my definitive. These are my top 10 Halloween films, regardless of label, anything that I love watching and I recommend to anybody. So that's gonna be like a definitive list. That'll probably be up on Halloween. Other than that, coming up later this next month in November, I'm going to be doing my 1981 episode of our Fear by Year. And that's with me, Steven from After Hours, which unfortunately he wasn't able to make these. He was originally part of this process of putting all this together. So, still would not have happened without Steven. So, but anyways, with him and then Chris, who's supposed to be here tonight, us three, we do an episode where every month we go year by year and selecting 6, 7, 8 titles to talk about. And for November, we have got Evan from Rockland Graves Productions. He's going to be on talking about 1981 films. And that's about all that I have. Any last words, guys, before we end the stream?
I did have something I forgot. Guys, I did put out a video recently, my recommendations for TV shows and movies for Halloween. So check that out, because some of the stuff we talked about on here tonight is on there. Check that out.
Yeah,
And
I'll put that into the description too. So you guys can go down there and check it out. And then, of course, both of these guys' stuff will be in the description if you guys want to check them out too. Well,
guys,
I think that's it.
if you just remember, if you see any flashing lights on your TV and anybody telling you to go on at 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. and they have a big giveaway, turn it off, for the love of God.
Mm-hmm. Or else you're going to have snakes coming out of your head. So
that's right.
All right, guys. With that being said, it was a lot of fun. Until next time, we'll see you guys later.